This will be interesting.
What if you talked to him while he was still recovering?
But Finn would be recovering too.
Oh, okay. I suppose.
Because he got hurt too.
Well, you
You can
guys,
prob-
you
He
don't
got
have
stabbed multiple times.
you don't have individual rooms though, because you guys share, like, right? It's nine. The nines are the
No.
shared quarters.
It's eights.
Eights are the
Eights.
shared quarters. Okay.
9 are stasis bands.
Gotcha.
However, I do have an idea,
Oh.
potentially,
Bro.
if you'd like.
Oh, you want different music, by the way?
Oh, well.
I could put in one of Finn's songs, I guess.
Yeah,
do
do
it.
it. So I'll move Hana here, because I have a funk that...
Hold on. I need to go grab it.
What's your thunk, Bree?
So... It could be when, Hana's in workshop and Finn's just coming in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then I can give you deets from there on if you're interested in this prompt.
It is a good prompt, yes. I just need to open the Roll20 because I don't have it open. Okay, got it open. Cool. Gotta drag him over there. Okay, he's already right there.
Alright.
Okay. So I guess Finn will walk in slowly.
Yeah, so I can imagine as you're coming in, Finn, you kind of hear as you're opening the door, kind of like shuffling of things being moved around and paper. And then hearing Hana just simply like, damn it! Like the sound of something kind of being thrown down and clattering against the table. And when you come in, you see him kind of like standing with his hands up, like against it, and his glasses are off, and he's just like half pinching the top of his nose, half like wiping his eyes.
Hey, Hana.
He straightens up, kind of actually looks away from your direction. Flynn, yes? Apologies, I did not expect you in here at this hour.
I was kind of looking for you. I wanted to make sure you were doing all right.
Perfectly fine. Couldn't be better.
I know I'm not the smartest person, but I could probably. That doesn't sound
You can just
like you're
infer.
telling the truth.
Yeah, infer as.
Hmm?
I'm not rolling that.
You're drowning.
I'm drowning?
You were very soft.
Am I still soft?
You're good.
No, you're
now.
okay now.
The audio was just getting weird for a second.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you say?
Oh, I said infer as Finn would. I'm not rolling a deception.
Yeah, it doesn't. From the tone alone. I don't know what happened back there with you because I was mostly running down a hall. I just want to know if you're okay. I know, like, you're probably not. It's just I'm here to listen.
I. he kind of, the hand that was pinching his nose kind of moves to just cover the top of his face, and he leans forward on his elbow a little bit. Isn't that question a bit redundant? None of us are okay.
And I know that. I was gonna go check on everybody. Just you were first in the line, I guess.
What perhaps move me further down the line,
I'm already here, Hannah.
please.
There's no point in moving you down, really. I just I know we're all not doing really okay, and just want to try and help in any way I can. Because I was one of the least affected, I guess.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't feel guilty because you weren't injured.
Well, I was injured, but it's not what I
No.
meant by least affected. It took a toll on a lot of you guys.
Did it on you?
I mean, I did have a scare there, where my dog was nearly gone, but made it out all right.
I just. He looks at you finally, and you can see he's teary-eyed and looks very exasperated. I just don't understand it. You know, I told Melv this was a bad idea coming here. Like we've done other things in the past, but none of it was ever this high stake.
I mean, we did have a vote.
Yes, we did, and at least one person in the vote voted out of spite.
That is true, but we're still here.
Yes, for now. And we will continue to as long as we possibly can. But that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be.
I have never said that.
I don't. Give me.
You have every right to be emotional, and every right to be angry. You didn't want to go in the first place.
I just want this to be done with. This has been, I think, the worst trip we have gone on in the last 6 years. You remember the trip 6 years ago? Only went to the what was it called? The Andurai area. But the point is that it was awful.
It was, yeah.
It was just the local. What was it? It's been trying to forget it for the most part, but it was the general atmospheres of all the planets. It gave off this wave. It wasn't radiation, but it sure as hell made everyone feel nauseous. It made me feel like we were going to crash constantly, because Franklin sure as hell didn't look like he was doing well. That has nothing compared to this.
I mean, we did kind of went face to face with a living ancient Terran.
600 years old, and there's someone still alive. God.
Well,
Goodness.
the stories of their tech, if has anything to go by, I think that's semi-plausible. If we could find that tech, that would be. No, sorry, I'm I am rattling off. I should stop.
No, please continue. You're perfectly fine.
But I know this one was really, really difficult. I can't remember when I've been that scared.
I think I've only been that scared a handful of times. But it's been a long time since I've frozen up like that.
Then we'll go over to his desk, grab his swivel chair, and drag it over, and he'll take a seat in front of his desk, in front of Hannah's desk.
He gives a smile. I give you far too much hell, you know. Genuinely.
I know it's all in good fun, though.
Yes, but can you imagine if something had happened back there? And the last interaction we had was me giving you shit over getting a fucking codes off a bot. Can you imagine? Oh. Mash, give me a moment. He watches his eyes again.
Take all the time you need.
Oh, do you keep tissues at your desk? I ran out.
Yeah, I think I do. He will stand up, and he will go over there and look through his desk, finding one of his boxes of tissues in his neatly stacked desk. And he'll go over there and put it on his desk.
Much obliged. I just think that some of these, they're not even new bloods. It's been 5 years for some of them, but even then, it just, they've never seen it when it's got really bad.
I mean, it kind of sucks for the new hire, actually, I think.
Oh, too.
That that was not good.
His leg.
Yeah, I watched it. Was not pretty.
No. Horrible thing.
But he's still breathing, so.
It'll never be the same. Because one individual exerted their force against him while he was doing his best to protect us, he will never be the same.
Well, I mean, everyone changes. And it depends, I know Catalyst is...
Flynn, let me stop you right there. When you say everyone changes, you use that in relation to people changing personality-wise over time. You don't say that when someone lost a leg.
That's not what I meant. Okay, you know I'm not good with words. But he's... I'm just glad everybody made it out alive.
As am I. I keep trying to tell myself it could have been worse.
Thinking about that kind of makes it worse, huh?
It's hard to justify that it could have been. People aren't dead. That's the best case scenario. Right. No one's dead. The ship didn't explode. Things like that, right? That's the worst case scenario. So I should look at that. I should be happy. Not happy.
Content?
Something like
Better word.
that. It's a poor word for it as well.
Yeah, it's better than happy, I guess.
Understanding, perhaps. But I'm not. Because even if everyone is still alive, we've been dealt a shit hand. And it was by the choice of people on the crew. I cannot understand where Rye is coming from with needing to have these VI on board. It's... Yes, I get it. You might be stressed because you're the only medic, but the cost of it, I it's absolutely baffling. And then you go and you tell the captain, you tell Melv what you're going to do. No questions asked. Even when he says no, she continues forward. It's just that level of disrespect and undermining authority is just... it wouldn't fly other places, I'll tell you that.
I understand. I don't really get it either why we have them on board, but
At least you're a man of sense.
I mean, of course it's very, very, very dangerous to have them on board. But it might also come in handy in the long run as well. There's pros and
Perhaps.
cons to everything.
Oh, absolutely, but these certainly have more cons than there are pros. I'm going to make full use of this situation while it is here. But I am frankly furious that it has happened at all.
I mean, at least they're not, running rampant on the ship.
No, we took the necessary precautions, and in some cases, perhaps we wouldn't have been able to properly dismantle the ship without cutting this deal.
Especially with how much equipment we were able to pull.
Oh, this is going to be a big payday. That's the only good thing about this. Oh, God.
We need a vacation. That's for sure.
Yes. He nods. Very much so. Though I promise you it's not going to do me any favors once we get there. It's going to be, we need a vacation, then we're going to get to a populated area, and I am going to think about the fact of all the things we have on the ship, and then I'm going to be just as anxious. It's going to happen.
I mean, we could go to a populated area, gather supplies, and we could go to, like, a planet where no one's on it. Just, a charted one, for sure. Not gonna want to deal with.
While I would be very happy with that concept, I guarantee you that Hash and the other socialites would throw a damn fit. What will they say? Something about, we've been socializing with the same crew for so long, blah, 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 blah.
I guess I don't really mind that more than anybody else. So.
That's because you've properly evolved to not need social interaction as much anymore, something of which I commend you for.
I just find it hard to talk sometimes.
I know.
The words. Yeah, I know. It's just words are hard for me a lot.
I never quite understood that from you.
Well, I guess I can say I have reason to be.
Anxious about your choice of words?
Yeah.
Why so, if I may inquire?
Let's just say how I grew up wasn't the best situation.
In the words of Mendy, would you describe it as a proper shithole?
Well, kind of opposite, but still not good.
Raises an eyebrow.
was relatively well off as a kid. But let's just say my family had different views to what I have now.
Your family was Terran.
Huh? I'm sorry?
Your family was Terran.
Uh, yeah.
I didn't know if you were adopted or not. I had to clarify.
Fair enough. That is fair. Yeah, I'm not adopted.
They all carried views as a unit would under perceived relations such as family. I'd say a perceived fictitious relation such as family.
But growing up like that, kind of have to choose my words carefully.
I can't say I understand, but
Sort of kind of ingrained, really. I know it's wrong, and I don't want to hurt anybody like that.
are they your
Ever.
family any longer?
I'm sorry, what?
Am I quiet? I'm sorry.
No, it's just my headphones decided to flip out.
Oh, all good. He says, are they family any longer?
I guess not.
Then their perceived thoughts, unless they have capability of tracking you down, are no issue to you. Are they not?
I guess not. It's just
Yes. Trauma as well, being a small adult. I suppose I understand.
I haven't really told anyone else this, in all honesty.
Really?
Except Lauren.
I believe she knows a great deal about many of us. Confessions and all that.
Yeah.
Well, if this is something you want a secret, rest assured I will not run my mouth.
Thank you. I don't want anyone else to see me differently, Just to
I
look
don't
at me.
think there was anything you provided that would make one see you differently, but
No,
very well.
it's just
You came from
anxiety.
he does the quotations, family, and they are no longer family to you. That isn't terribly uncommon as far as some others are concerned, from what I understand of these units.
Yeah. Anyway. I seem to be doing a bit better.
You got me talking.
That was the plan.
Thank you for stopping by. It's appreciated.
No problem.
This week is going to suck. It's going to be.
Oh, it
awful.
is. Planning it alone was awful.
I agree. I'm probably not going to be in the workshop as much, so don't fret about it. People tend to know I'm here and they swing by. I prefer a little bit of quiet.
Alright, then I won't be bothering you as much. if you want to be left alone.
I mean, our condition still stands. If you exist within the same room as I, it's perfectly fine. You're never much of a talkative sort in the general sense, anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, I believe our social dynamic is mutually beneficial in this moment, so let's just agree to keep it that way. And when I am feeling less incredibly agitated, you'll know.
All right. I'm just glad you're doing better.
For now. For now. He'll actually pull out his chew and start chewing on it more. You know, pop a new one in. Offer some defense.
I'm okay. Never liked the taste.
You're not.
Well, Finn will stand up. Well, I gotta get back to work.
Yes, of course, of course. Stop by too if you're looking for people to check in on.
Yeah, that's next stop actually.
Good, and do send me a message if he's still alive.
Will do. Then
Okay,
we'll move his chair back and push it in. And he'll nod and open the door and
He'll nod. And after he leaves, Hana kind of watches him leave. Then after a bit, walks over to his desk and purposely turns his chair slightly so it's not straight.
oh no.
Devil.
And see.
An evil man with evil schemes.